In 2017, when I'm retiring my review blog, I sold all my headphones in my arsenal and I bought one headphones for my personal enjoyment. So let's guess what is that specific headphones? It is the Philips X2HR. The Philips X2HR might receive the most controversial opinion in the internet. Some think that it has a wet timbre or bass and dirty bass, hard edge and gritty sounding treble, but another group of people like me, Tal from Inner Fidelity, Headphonia and other online review and users love its sounds. I still love these headphones, but most of this is because of the sentimental value. To be honest, X2HR is currently selling for $150 and about 1,000 ringgit in Malaysia. Let me just put it in this way. If you want to have a more audiophile quality of sounds, something more technical capability and more balanced, more neutral, you should consider the Philips SHP 9500 for less money or Hi-Fi Man Sundara at slightly higher price. The X2HR doll is more about fun listening, but still sound relatively balanced and neutral. The Philips X2HR has received a lot of controversy opinions in the internet, and I will tell you what I really think about these headphones. Treble is not as smooth, a little bit hard edge and gritty sounding if you're listening properly to it. This is not the sweetest and best treble performance for sure. Personally though, I don't think it is bright, but it is a little bit uneven in the presentation, and I think this is the biggest problem of the treble here. Not because of the quantity, but because of the quality and the timbre of it. Mid-range, while a lot of people say it is recessed and V-shaped, but I don't think it is. The mid-range, while not the sweetest and nicest sounding mid-range that you can have, but overall, I still can enjoy the vocal music as nice as other headphones on the Philips X2HR. The mid-range might not be sweetest and has a proper body like other headphones, but I don't have any problem to really enjoy the mid-range performance of Philips X2HR. So how about the bass performance? Well, if you are looking in the internet, you can see a lot of people pressing the bass and a lot of people complaining about the bass. If you are coming from the traditional open back headphones, you will really think that the Philips X2HR has way more bass and maybe too much bass. The bass is very active and quite dynamic. It is always there in the music. The bass is quite thick and fat. Like I said, it is always in the music, but I don't think this is the bass that I will describe as inappropriate or too much. Since a lot of open back headphones has recessed, sub-bass and mid-bass performance, I believe the sound tuning of the X2HR is what Philips make to compensate the issue with the open back headphones. I'm sorry, but I still have to say this, and I believe many of you will disagree with me, but at least it is what I think. I think the bass quantity is still appropriate. It is a little bit boomy, yes. It is very active kind of bass, yes. It is dynamic, yes. But to say that the Philips X2HR sounds very bassy, and I really don't agree with that. Since if you are looking at the frequency range when you are playing music, it is actually a lot of sub-bass, a lot of 20-30 Hertz kind of bass in the music presentation, but most of the open back headphones fail to play that frequency range nicely. And Philips is trying to compensate this issue to lift up the bass and make the bass more present than what you are normally listening from other headphones. The bass and the mid-range are pretty even to my ears. While the amount and quantity of frequency spectrum spread is not having any problem, at least for me, but the quality of each spectrum do have some problem. Take the Treble for example, it is gritty and hard edging, mid-range is a little thin, bass is loose and fat. When combine all the issue together, it can be a little bit off sounding depending on your preference. Soundstage imaging and positioning is pretty good with the Philips X2HR, but not outstanding, not fantastic. It is pretty open and spacious sounding, but not as good as something like the Hi-Fi Man Sundara in this price range. I believe what people really enjoy about the X2HR is the overall sound package. Arguably though, the overall sound package is also what makes people disliking it. I'm enjoying it because of the tuning. It is pretty accurate and balanced sounding if we are talking about frequency spread. Please bear in mind that typical open back headphones do roll off early in the bass, and X2HR seems to find a way to compensate it. In return, the bass is pretty fat and loose, and making these headphones sound grainy and dirty too. So, should you buy it? If you are wanting more bass in your music presentation and don't mind that it's a little bit gritty sounding, a little bit hard edge, a little bit dirty, and a little bit grainy in the music presentation, and maybe a little bit uneven too. And if you really enjoy the bass, if you want a slammy bass and good impact kind of bass, I think Philips X2HR still nail it, and I am hard to find another open back headphones as generous in terms of bass quantity as the Philips X2HR. But if you are coming from headphones such as the mainstream headphones or maybe the Sony WH-1000X series, then you are expecting that kind of bass, I'm sorry to tell you that the Philips X2HR is not having as much bass as those bassy sounding headphones. So I will say that the Philips X2HR is a very fun sounding and very exciting sounding kind of headphones, but still sounds relatively balanced and neutral. But if you are really particular in balance and neutral kind of sounds, then you should really look it elsewhere. But for fun listening, this is it. Although I still find that the pricing, especially in Malaysia, is pretty steep. Okay guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up in the video. See you next time. Thank you and jumpa lagi.